What is happening? Turbo Toys here. But you can call me Turbine today. Yes boys, because today we're going to be reviewing the Queen. Now lover or hater, you cannot mention women's wrestling without mentioning arguably the greatest and one of the most decorated women's wrestlers, Charlotte Flair. So, representing WWE Mattel Elite Series 92. But while we're at it, if you remember a while ago, we actually bought that basic 122 Charlotte Flair because it come with the same scan as the one that come with the Ultimate Edition. Now, I was never able to secure that Ultimate figure, so what we might do is we might do a little head swap ski fix up and see what that looks like on the Elite.
Perfect.
And not counting the Ultimate Edition, this has been her second mainline Elite release, so I think Charlotte is a character who's been lacking Elite releases, and in my opinion, since that last Elite release, I can see a couple of really nice surprises on this figure. So what we're going to do is take these bad girls out of the packaging and have a little look-ski at these sexy, sexy figures. Alright, so my first thoughts on this figure, I think she looks spectacular, but I can't figure out where she wore this attire. Now I know there was a few times where she did wear the colour purple, but I can't pinpoint a time when she wore purple with the white boots. Now my initial thoughts was that this figure might have been based off of her appearance at WrestleMania where she squared off against Rhea Ripley, but that was for the NXT Women's Championship. So it doesn't really match up with the timeline of this figure, plus she had darker boots on, so if you know when this was boys, then drop it in the comments and let me know. Alright! Alright, now as we move along and take a look at the accessories, now Charlotte Flair currently holds the record for being a 6-time Raw Women's Champion, as well as also being a record holding 6-time SmackDown Women's Champion. But as for this figure, she comes with a WWE Women's Tag Team Championship. And as a Women's Tag Team Champion, she had one reign with her tag team partner at the time, Asuka. And I just found out as I was recording this that she actually wore this attire on the January 27th episode of Raw 2020. And then she also comes with a set of mic holding interchangeable hands. Right, as we take a look at the head scans, now Mattel have done wonders with this scan.
Perfect.
Now in my opinion, they've taken the recent Charlotte scans and they've turned it up to 11. I feel like they've struggled with previous attempts to proper nail down the likeness, but honestly, I really can't fault their most recent attempts. The true effects on this figure looks insane applied to the face sculpt, and it has a really nice sculpt to the hair. And if someone shows you a picture of this figure for the first time, you really wouldn't have to second guess who it is. Now I don't know if you can tell boys, but I really dig this scan. Now as we take a look at the upper torso, now I don't know, but this might be a brand new unique torso for Charlotte. I don't think I've ever seen this one be previously used, but I have been wrong before. She has a purple top with a silver trim and the silver designs with a black outline making them really stand out, including the butterfly design front and centre. Woo! Now we have seen them add the tattoos on previous Charlotte Flair figures, but this is a great touch to the look of this figure. She also comes with double joints on the arms, and it's a detail that I really appreciate them doing because it looks so much better compared to older elites. We see them do it with double joints on the knees, and now they're also doing it with double joints on the elbows, so great stuff from Mattel. Exactly the same colour theme with her trunk. She's got on the purple with the silver trim. It has more butterflies added to the front, back and sides of the trunks, plus more silver designs outlined in black. She has purple knee pads, and under the pads she has her knee-high under socks that are also in purple. Now with the boots are very interesting because it seems like they've used the Ultimate Edition style to this figure, which is very exciting to see because on normal Elite figures, they're normally a lot shorter than these boots. Now even though they're not the same colour as the Ultimate Edition boots, you will notice that it does have the toe articulation which we've come to know and love on Ultimate Edition figures, and it's never been used on a main Elite line yet, so if they want to continue to do that, I'm all for it. But it's also cool to see because a lot of old Charlotte figures they actually use kick pads, and she also has the CF logo, and I'm not too sure what that stands for, but she also has the purple trim running down the back of the boot, finished off with a purple design actually on the boot. Alright, so what's my overall thoughts on this figure? Now basically I love everything they've produced on this figure. I think they've made a perfect torso choice. I really like the double joints in the elbows, and I really think all the details like the tats. I said tats. As well as having the inclusion of that new boot articulation, I think makes this a wonderful addition to the collection. And I can't believe it's only her second mainline Elite. Right boys, but just real quick, let's take a look at that basic 122 Charlotte Flair, because this is the one that comes with that Ultimate Edition skin. Alright, so as we can see, the scan has a different hair sculpt, but the face scan is equally as stunning as the Elite 92. But actually, in my opinion, it might be slightly better. So as we see them standing here together, for the interest of science, boys, let's do a little head swap ski and see what this looks like on the Elite. Boys, I think this scan transforms this figure even more. This scan looks absolutely stunning, but it wasn't all smooth sailing, as that neck peg on that basic was a lot smaller. So what I needed to do was drill the scan out a little bit more so I can accommodate it sitting correctly on that Elite torso. But the end result was well worth it. I must say, I was unable to get that Elite edition, so this may be the closest thing I'm going to get to that figure. But as we start to compare this Charlotte with a few others from the collection, we asked the question of, would I recommend this figure? And I would say 100% yes. In all honesty, you don't really need to do that head swap to make this figure look better. The Elite 92 is an awesome figure in its own right, and being that it's only a second mainline Elite release, this figure has come on leaps and bounds since the Elite 54, which we will have to do a comparison sometime. But as for the WWE Mattel Elite Series 92 Charlotte Flair, I've really been impressed with what I've seen from this figure. So from the Queen of Professional Wrestling, that's going to do it for this one. So if you enjoyed what you see, then please be sure to like, comment and subscribe. Come check the boy out on Instagram and TikTok at Turbo Toys, and until the next video, I will see ya when I see ya.